भगवान श्री योगी राम सूरत कुमार की जय। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम राम राम। राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम राम राम। राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम राम राम। राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम राम राम। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया।
राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम 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 राम, राम राम राम। राम Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya.
Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Rama. Rama 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 Rama. Rama 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 Rama. Rama 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 Rama. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Rama. Rama 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 Rama. Rama 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 Rama. Rama 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 Rama. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Rama. Rama 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 Rama. Rama 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 Rama. Rama 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 Rama. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Rama, Rama 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 Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama Rama Rama. Rama 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 Rama, Rama 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 Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama Rama Rama. Rama 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 Rama, Rama 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 Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama 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 Rama, Rama 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 Rama, Rama 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 Rama. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Rama, Rama 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 Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Rama Rama Rama. Rama 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 Bhagwan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki jai. Sarvam Yogi Ramsuratkumar Ashram. Once again, by Bhagwan's grace, glorious grace, we have been able to gather and sing his Divya Mangala Nama, the power-packed, grace-packed Nama, and I've offered them as Nama flowers, Nama lotuses at the feet of Bhagwan. We have been going through the teachings of Bhagwan and their possible application to our daily life. Now the question continues. Some devotees asked, Ma, you say that Bhagwan says that everything happens only by the will of God, and whatever happens is perfect, and whatever happens is grace. That's fine, we explained, but then he told you under the gooseberry tree that in whatever situation Father keeps this beggar and Devaki, we should not only accept it with all our heart, but be grateful to God, be grateful to Him. It is okay, we could look upon everything as God-given and therefore a definite grace. But then, to be grateful to God is a little too much. Even accepting it as a blessing from God is very difficult for most of us. How could we be grateful to God for it? When someone very close dies, some accident takes place all of a sudden, unexpectedly, or some adversity or the other, we can reconcile with practice that, okay, this is God-given, and therefore it's got to be a blessing. But then to be able to be grateful to God, just not possible. Can you please explain it? Now, I would like to convey what Bhagwan said at different times. Wherever Father has placed anyone, it is the best place for them to be. And whatever happens at any moment in anybody's life is the best that can happen at that moment. Just consider these two statements of Bhagwan. He says, wherever you are placed in life, either as a householder or a sannyasi, either in this place or far away from this place, wherever you are placed, Please know that you are best placed. You are well placed in life. This is the best that can happen to you. The best for what? For your spiritual growth. Do not think there is a better alternative somewhere, that you could progress much better if only you could be in another place. He also said, whatever happens at any moment is the best that can happen at that moment. Considering these two, the time and space, already God has it in His plan such that the very design of our life is to push us towards God. Why? Because God is the goal of our life. God remembrance is the goal of our life. So every designing of everybody's life is according to our past karmas, and it carries a blessing as well. When a bad karma starts to play up at a certain time in life, as per the blueprint of our life, please know that it is happening by the will of God, and God has put some blessing also in that. Knowing this, you may not know what blessing it is because it looks every bit negative while it's happening. It's very, very difficult to accept it as a blessing. Yet, all the great masters who are in communion with God all the time, or become one with God, they speak from experience. You got to believe them. When you board a taxi or a plane, you have faith in the driver, you have faith in the pilot, that he would take you to the destination. When you go buy an object from a shop, anything, you buy it because you trust the shopman, the shop owner, and you trust that the object is good, that he is giving you the best. Everything about our life is trust-based, faith-based. If you only care to observe closely, you would see that we just have to believe, we just have to have faith in every dealing, every transaction that we hold all through the day. So when you can trust a shop owner, when you can trust the condition of an object that you buy, when you can trust the driver of a vehicle, why wouldn't you trust God? Why wouldn't you trust the wisdom of great masters who are already one with God and they speak from experience? So you see, they say, go with the flow of life. That is the best. Now what does it mean? The life flows as per the design of God. Every event very carefully placed and well placed to produce a certain effect upon your transformation. And it's been very carefully designed by God, specially and specifically for you. So as the life flows, it is already an arrangement by God, and it carries the best effect for you. This is what you understand, and then you go with the flow of life without quarreling with it. The minute you think that nothing is flowing well, that you are in deep trouble, and you begin to resist it, then you will have to face the consequences as well. When Raman Maharishi, Bhagwan, Sri Ramana, you know what he said? When somebody came and complained about the lack of grace in their life, Raman Maharishi said, oh, the grace is always flowing. You don't resist it. So we do not know, and not knowing, we keep on resisting the grace. How? Like the wind is blowing outside, but you close your doors and windows, no wind can enter your place. So go with the flow of life is the same as accepting that whatever happens in our life at any moment is the best that can happen to us for our spiritual growth. It is Atma Labha, and therefore you accept it as a blessing, and knowing that it's a blessing because you have deep faith, the sayings of a great man, you become grateful to God. Of course, very, very difficult for most of us to be grateful while the adversity is going on. Even to think that it is God-given and therefore a blessing is very difficult. But once you believe that this is a definite blessing from God, you do not know what is involved in this. But you have faith that God is running your life very well to your advantage, and everything that happens is a blessing. It will stand revealed very soon how it is a blessing for you. So go with the flow of life, knowing that the very flow has been designed by God for the best advantage of your own. Everything is only a blessing. But what for? It is for your spiritual growth, for your transformation. Because the transformation is the most precious miracle of life. All other miracles happen only for transformation, to strengthen your faith, to strengthen your devotion. So let us know that we should not only accept wherever we are placed, in whatever circumstances, in whatever condition we are placed, at whatever time of our life, we should remember we are still well placed, the best placed, and there is no better alternative anywhere at any time. If you are happy with this, if you have come to terms with this statement, then it is a certain definite freedom. Because you know that whatever happens is only a blessing to you. So why should you worry? Sri Aurobindo goes one step ahead and says, when God has designed that you should be in hell, why do you want to be in the heaven? Just think how these great people think. So it is acceptance. Acceptance, inacceptance is our salvation. Everything happens only for our greater good, for greater advantage, for greater good, for greater transformation, greater kinship towards God. Why? Because God remembrance is the only goal of life. The very body that is given to you, the very life as designed by God for you, specially and specifically, they are meant only for the God remembrance. Why would God create your body, put life in it, and give all the comforts around, the air to breathe, water to drink, the fire to cook your food, and the earth to live comfortably on. Why? Why would he do it? Unless it is meant for his remembrance. So this is what we understand from the statement that everyone knowing, trusting the wisdom of the great masters, let us go with the flow of life. Whatever life brings to you at any time, be it a joy or a sorrow, accept it as the best. So many people complained that such and such person died because of COVID, and very pathetic cases. Now, the time had come for them to go, and COVID was an excuse for that. Had they not died of COVID, they would have definitely died, even otherwise, by something or the other. When the clothes that you wear, when it is torn to such an extent that you cannot wear it anymore, what do? We throw it away and put on a new dress. Likewise, the body reaches a certain point when it could no more hold life. So the soul would go after a new body to work out its karmas and to attain, to fulfill its own desires which have remained unfulfilled. That is how we take a new birth. So once I remember, somebody wanted to shift to another place because the place they were living in, they were getting problem after problem after problem. So when they complained, saying that we would rather shift to another place, Bhagwan said, yes, you can shift. But one thing, you will be carrying your problems there. Do not think that you can escape from them, because the problems are yours. Accordingly, God has designed your life. So there is no need to think that there is a better place somewhere. Does that mean that we do not make any effort at all to achieve anything? No. Self-effort is very important. As long as you think you are the body identity, there is the ego self, and as long as there is the ego self, there is also ego self-effort. The whole of Yoga Vasishtam insists upon self-effort and grace. Yoga Vasishtam says, everything is a gain. Everything that happens is auspicious. Just as Bhagwan said, everything is grace. Two days back we saw when Bhagwan asked Agaram Jayaraman, how is India, Jayarama? He said, Swami, India is progressing. Bhagwan became so happy. He said, yes, no matter how it looks, India is progressing and progressing. So in life, everything is a gain, everything is auspicious, everything is progress. And everything happens for our transformation, for our spiritual growth. So, knowing this, let us learn to go with the flow of life, meaning accept everything as a blessing from God, and therefore let's be grateful to God for this. Bhagwan used to say that the great masters, they do a lot of miracles, yes, in the lives of their devotees, coming to their rescue in time, guiding them to a better result, and protecting them all the time. Yes. But then Bhagwan used to say, we do not bring about sudden and violent changes. Whatever miracle we do it mostly in tune with nature. The miracles would happen so gradually towards a better result for better good. And it would be in tune with nature. There would be no sudden twist or turn, even a good turn. So this is the way the great people work. And these great masters tell us whatever they tell us from their experience. But whatever is natural for them because they are in communion with God, we have to make effort. We have to keep trying and trying. As Bhagwan once told me, this trying is tapas. The end result is not in our hands, but the trying is the self-effort. And the self-effort must be there. And then it will be met with grace. Our self-effort does not achieve anything, but it should be there. It invokes grace, and finally it is grace that gets a thing done. So considering this is what we understand. In whatever circumstances, wherever we are placed in life, let us know that we are already better placed. We are best placed. And it's meant for our transformation, meant for our spiritual growth. Trust the wisdom of God and be grateful to Him. And it will soon stand revealed how it is a blessing for you. We all know how Bhagwan suffered in those days of wandering, how he was beaten up, how he was pushed into a gutter and beaten up to unconsciousness. There were many attempts on his life, and sometimes 2 days, 3 days, he wouldn't get even a cup of tea. When he was so hungry, they would throw hot water on him, they would set the dog on him. Now compared to what these great Mahatmas, those who lived in fullness, the sufferings that we go through are nothing. Most of our sufferings happen to our ego. It is the ego that suffers. It is the ego that imagines beyond proportion and suffers because of its own imagination. So remembering all this, let us go ahead with the teachings of Bhagwan. There are only 3 things that he taught, as I said yesterday. Keep on chanting the name, because every Nama of the divine is packed with power and grace. And it's meant for your transformation. It's able to destroy your past sins and fills you with purity. He said, know that it is the indweller, the indwelling God inside you. It is He who has created your body in the first place. It is He who has put life in you. And it is He who is activating your very breathing. None of us are breathing of our own accord. The breathing happens by the design of God. It is He who is sustaining it. And one day, when He chooses, the whole thing will go back to Him. The breath that goes out may not return. So, if he is not activating your breathing, none of your parts of the body will work. The eyes will still be there, but they cannot see. The ears will still be there, but they cannot hear. The brain would be very much there, but it would not work. The whole body cannot move even a fraction of a centimeter. Such is the state of the body unless the divine inside you activates it. He is the operator, he is the puppeteer, he is the robot programmer. We are only instruments in his hands. He has put on the dress of our body and is playing our role in this life. And the third point is help people as much as you can without expectations, as an instrument in the hands of God. This we saw in detail yesterday, so let's now appeal to the generosity of God and seek His blessings for the relief that the world very badly needs today. Bhagwan, we beg you again and again, like we have always been doing for the past 1.5 years, to come to the rescue of the entire world, the humanity, to be free from the clutches of these terrible viruses and bring back normalcy in all aspects of life. We beg you, Bhagwan, to wipe out all those negativities from the hearts of people, especially the panic. And we beg you, Bhagwan, to arrest the rapid spread of the disease, enter those medicines so that they would work to kill the entire clan of viruses. We beg you, Bhagwan, to protect all those great warriors who are in the field fighting the disease at the very risk of their lives for the sake of others. And we beg you for that huge blessing to remember your name constantly, to work as a good instrument, willing and good instrument in your hands. And then the final supreme blessing for complete purification, so that we could see only your presence, your leelas, your blessings in all happenings of life. Jai Yogi Ramsuratkumar.